Good morning, Winthrop
Vikings.
Today is Friday, March 28th, which means April is right around the corner, and we're following a day 6 schedule.
I'm James.
And I'm Avery, and today we're going to talk about a very big change that the school is planning to take after April break.
The high school is putting forward a new testing period of a new initiative, which may seem Principal Crombie is putting in a new program where students must put their phones in pouches during the day.
Seems a little much, doesn't it?
Yeah, you can say that again. It seems like it's definite. For more information, we have Owen.
Hey guys, I'm Owen Reggie with Wake Up Winthrop. Today we have some unfortunate news for those of you where their phones are right now. Mr. Crombie told us in Winthrop High School will be testing out the Yonder phone lock system after April break. I'll give you guys a rundown of the Yonder system and how Mr. Crombie plans to implement it here at Winthrop High School.
Yonder was founded in 2014 by Graham Dugoni and is currently partnered with thousands of schools and organizations nationwide to create phone-free zones and ensure a better education experience for both teachers and students. They believe that there are times and places where phones simply do not belong. Their constant presence takes away from what you're doing and who you're doing it with. Here's how it works. When you're in our phone-free zone, in this case our school, you'll be handed a Yonder pouch and expected to insert and lock your phone inside of it. You then hold on to it and carry it around for the rest of the day, and before you leave school, they will unlock it for you on your way out. The school is planning on putting the Yonder pouches into effect after April break on the 26th. They're planning a trial run of the system to see if they want to keep them full-time for the next school year. Many other schools in the U.S. have seen promising results from taking phones out of the classroom, so Winthrop wanted to try it out as well. Obviously, there's going to be a huge change coming after April, and students and teachers are divided on the issue. To figure out more about why these pouches are entering the classroom, we had Mr. Crombie answer some questions. And then we also chatted with some students and teachers to find out what they think about the new program being integrated.
So Yonder pouches are these pouches that you put your phones into during the school day. That way, they don't have to be confiscated or taken away from you. You put them in the pouch, and you'll have your phone with you all day. The only thing is, you won't be able to use them at all, which means we will have a completely distraction-free environment at Winthrop High School.
I think phones can be a problem in school, but I don't know. I don't think they should bring pouches in.
Have you looked in a classroom recently? Yes, cell phones are certainly a problem.
I don't think phones are a problem in school because I think there is a benefit to using them.
I agree. I don't think they're a problem in school. I think that we should be able to keep our phones and use them whenever we have free time.
So yeah, I think phones are a consistent problem. You know, it's not just a thing with high school students. I think everybody has a consistent problem with their phones. You know, they're designed to be addictive. They're designed to get your attention. So you're kind of fighting an uphill battle against phones because, you know, people are just not fully equipped to deal with the addiction of looking at your phone.
I think phones could be a problem, but I don't think they should take it that far because anyone could just get off them.
No, I don't think phones are a problem at all. I think people should be allowed to use their phones whenever they want to use their phones.
So do I feel phones are a problem in school? Well, let's see. I would refer you for my bona fides to the past few years' yearbook where I've been voted most likely to bust you on your phone. Anyone who has had me would know, and like in most things in life, I think my reputation precedes me, so I'll answer the question that way.
I don't think phones are a problem because students could use them as a resource.
We're implementing these pouches because phones have been an issue here at the school. Our overall GPAs and grades have gone downhill, and that's a big problem for us. And I think it's because of the distractions the cell phones have. So yeah, the pouches are going to be a great idea, and it's going to help us get better at being students at Winthrop High School.
Oh, the pouches aren't really going to address the problem because I know people will just not put them in the pouches, or people will bring an extra phone, so there's not really a purpose of having a pouch.
I think it addresses it very well, but I just think it's baloney.
Yonder pouches? Yeah. Off into the wild blue yonder. I do definitely think that this is going to be a great, great day for Winthrop High School, and I look forward to year zero.
To be honest, I think it's a little too far, but I mean, the school got to do what they got to do.
So I've actually seen these pouches implemented in other districts, you know, even within Massachusetts, and it was suggested by the commissioner of the Department of Education for Massachusetts that schools implement some kind of ban, and one of his suggestions was to get pouches just like this. You know, the initial research is that it's incredibly useful not only for the educators but also for the students because they don't even realize how often they use their phones or grab their phones. So I think it'll be a very good addition.
I think it'll fix the problem, but I think it'll be too far.
I agree. I think it would fix the problem, but students should be able to use their phones in school, like during lunch or when they have free time. I think that more students are going to try and sneak their phone instead of using the pouch, and it's going to cause trouble.
What light through yonder window breaks? As an English teacher, I love yonder and Shakespeare. I love the yonder pouch. Keep distractions out of school. I support them.
To be honest, I think it's a little too far, but I mean, the school got to do what they got to do.
I hope that these pouches will cause our GPAs and our grades to go way up, and we'll see a rise in our students' academic achievement and progress. That's the main goal.
Personally, I think it's an excellent solution. I think there's going to be a lot of kids in room 207 who are very upset. I think that it's going to be a learning curve. I think people are going to have to get used to it, but I ultimately think that you have to save kids from themselves, and I think it's going to be a good thing in the long run.
I think it addresses it very well, but I just think it's baloney.
I think the best solution is just to make the classes more interesting. If people are on their phones in your class is probably really boring, so I don't know, have a better class.
I think the pouches are way too much.
I agree. I think they're going way too far with that.
Terrible idea.
Yeah, I absolutely do think they'll work, but I think we could do, apply the scientific method, and once these get applied the day before, all of you students can look at your daily screen time, and then at the end of the week, of the first week, go ahead and look at your daily screen time again. So, yes.
I'm not going to like these pouches at all because I need my phone.
I personally think they shouldn't do it, but we can't do nothing about it.
I think it's a good idea, but how will it work? I think it can't be any worse than what we have.
That is all that we have on the new Yonder pouch system that Mr. Crombie is implementing. Be sure to use your last couple weeks of your phones wisely. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Owen. I'm going to miss using my phone to brainstorm some ideas for digital media.
Hey James, I guess that's not the only change that's happening here at WHS. Did you hear about the new internship opportunities happening next year for the senior class?
No, what internship?
Places like the Boston Aquarium, Deer Island, and Fenway are all offering internship opportunities for Winthrop students that 2026 seniors will be placed in instead of attending a fourth quarter.
Sounds interesting. For more information, we have Marley.
Hi, I'm Marley with Wake Up Winthrop, and today we will be highlighting a new program that will be taking place next year. Every spring, seniors will be participating in a new program that includes internships for the last part of the year. This new program will set students up for success in transitioning to college and entering the workforce. Students will be interns for surrounding organizations instead of going to school. Each student will log all of their hours and everything they accomplish during their internships. Students will pair up with experts in their field and a corresponding teacher to ensure they are getting everything they can from the experience. We are going to highlight 3 of hundreds of available internships that will be offered to seniors next year. One of these internships includes an exciting position at the New England Aquarium. During this one, students will do different jobs for the New England Aquarium, including cleaning all the fish tanks, feeding the sharks their daily diet of fish heads, and doing daily water checks to make sure the water is absolutely perfect for the fish. This internship will prepare you for the workforce and will be great for students interested in the marine biology field. We caught up with Miss Baker, who will be the student liaison.
At the internship with the New England Aquarium, students should expect to greet volunteers and the public. They're also expected to help with the penguins. The aquarium just got some aging penguins that they adopted, so monitoring how much food the penguins eat is really important. So you'll be collecting data on the fish that they're eating. And then cleaning the penguin tank is one of the biggest jobs that you'd have in your internship. Students will gain a lot from this experience at the aquarium. You're going to learn how to work with people, you're going to learn to be on your toes, and you'll be practicing time management, getting to your internship on time. Of course, it's unpaid, but it is like having a real job. So this internship's a great opportunity if you're interested in going into a science major or working with animals. Also just working with the public and seeing how museums work. It's really a great step in that direction of a career in that field.
Another exciting internship opportunity is going to be at MWRA. They are looking for any students who are pursuing a career in a type of science or are interested in the research field. Students will be assigned to many different jobs throughout this, but each student will have to do a 2-day program of strictly cleaning out the sewage tanks and testing the pH levels of the sewage. Each student will learn the whole process of keeping the harbor clean. Plus, they will get to try on their very own hazmat suits, goggles, and even get their own commemorative sewage sweep at the end of the program. They will have to log all of the testing and other jobs they do throughout the internship. We caught up with the liaison, Ms. Jones.
Students should expect to gain a lot of knowledge just about the job in general, oversee what the MWRA does, probably follow people around and just see normal like day-to-day tasks, depending on the job. So students would gain a lot of real-world experience with this job, just basically going around and just seeing how everything is done, basically. So, you know, preparing for the real world, preparing for a job, even if you don't want to go into this field, just to see how kind of the mechanics work. And it'll help with job, it'll help with if you want to go to college or grad school or anything like that. Anyone who's interested in kind of like marine bio, maybe like microbiology, so about different like pathogens, different bacteria and stuff, maybe in the water, different organisms that live in the water, and also how to treat water to make it so that we can consume it. So all of those testing, all of the testing that's done and taking samples and things like that.
The third and final internship we will be highlighting is our exclusive opportunity to shadow the medical team of the Boston Red Sox. This internship is strictly for students who are going into the medical field. You will get to experience exactly what healthcare could look like in your future and learn from some of the best. Students will watch trainers complete procedures, give diagnoses, assign treatment plans, and more. Students will have to keep log of everything that they learn and complete during their time with this medical team and turn it in at the end. Then, as a requirement to complete the internship, each student will have to be Wally at one of the home Red Sox games. They will wear the costume from the beginning of warm-ups to the completion of the game. This internship will provide students insight into the healthcare field and the behind-the-scenes processes of Red Sox games. Here's Hotz.
All right, so when I was in high school, we were lucky enough to always send one student to the Boston Red Sox organization to intern with the medical team. And my good friend, Chris the trainer, has informed me that we were able to choose one student to have that same opportunity this year. So someone will be involved with the Red Sox, kind of shadowing the medical team every day. Within that, they will be able to take ground balls at third base and kind of do BP. It's kind of like a lucky add-on. Students will get the opportunity to receive medical advice from the top experts in the state. The Red Sox have one of the best medical team around. They will also get the opportunity to learn how to do chores around the locker room, like doing laundry, folding uniforms, and the top bonus is if they win the World Series, you also get a champion. So if you're a student who is looking to join the medical field, personal training, try to be a trainer like Chris, our trainer, then I suggest you apply right away, get some good references, and don't waste time.
I'm so excited to see this program take off. That's all we have for you guys today. Back to Matt and Thomas in the studio.
Thanks, Marley. The aquarium internship sure sounds like it'll make a splash. Have you heard about the potential new teachers coming?
New teachers?
Yeah, some of our teachers and staff might be replaced by AI teachers.
You sure? That almost sounds fake, or like I wrote it.
That's what I heard. For more information, we got Ryan.
I'm Ryan with Wake Up Winthrop, and today we're going to be diving into how AI is going to be taking over jobs of teachers and staffs here at Winthrop High School. AI is going to be playing a big role in our school and will help students learn more efficiently in order to succeed. All across the nation, schools are facing staff shortages that are significantly impacting students' education. In order to keep students learning, schools are bringing AI into their systems, including Winthrop. Some notable programs and classes that will be run and assisted by AI include 7 math classes, 5 English classes, 3 science classes, 3 history classes, 1 art class, 4 language classes, several clubs, lunch monitoring, and finally, the photography classes. While AI is the teacher in these classes, it will still be observed by a real teacher to make sure it knows what to teach and ensure everything goes smoothly. AI will hopefully bring a new and beneficial learning experience for the students here at Winthrop High School in order for them to succeed. While students still may be using AI to do their work, They will now have AI in front of them to assist them in any work so that they can get the best grade possible. We caught up with some teachers and students here to talk about AI coming to the school and how it will benefit the students' education here next year.
I think it's already too late for that. I mean, half of everything we're given is just generated content. Can't tell the difference between real answers and fake answers. I feel like it's already over.
I think AI can be good when it comes to being better at teaching students, just because they have a wide variety of sources they can use and they're able to process that information way faster than a human could. But I think some teachers are really passionate about what they do, and compared to AI, it's just, typically reading something or hearing something that's just script based, while a teacher really speaks from the heart, at least most teachers. So I think it could be useful, especially for some classes, but I think overall, I think teachers have a better job at teaching than AIs.
I think AI taking over teachers' jobs is truly devastating. I really enjoy all the students here and working here. It's great.
I believe this could possibly be a good idea to maybe be cheaper.
How will it be beneficial to students? I don't know if there is any real benefit. I mean, at least assignments are being turned in.
I think AI is not a good idea to replace teachers because you never get the student-teacher relationship that many people kind of look for. And if you use AI to replace teachers, you're not going to really be able to accommodate yourself if ever needed. So I don't really think AI would be a great idea to replace teachers.
Well, AI is not going to be beneficial to you guys. Come on, I mean, you need the face-to-face interaction instead of getting a freaking packet, yo.
Of course, because you can always just use a AI detector and then just change some of the words and then make it less AI, and they'll never know.
I always need to cheat on my test no matter what.
Except for McSeefy's test.
I will always use AI no matter what. If the teacher is a human or if it's an AI, me and Amari Cardona will always use AI. We love using AI all the time. It's the best thing. I think AI is really great, especially for English assignments. Yes, me and Amari love using AI, and we would definitely both use it when it came to having a teacher that's AI or human.
I feel like AI could do a decent job taking over the teachers' jobs, but teachers do go through specialized training to work with different types of students in different environments. So as well, I do have some confidence in AI. I don't think they'd be able to really do the specialized work that we do and that we're trained for, pretty much.
I feel like AI replacing our teachers would be good because since they're more advanced, they have technology that we don't have in them. So whatever we ask them, they're gonna come with a response right away with the right answer or whatever our question may be.
It'd be beneficial if you use it in the right way. So obviously not just copying and pasting, but if you're curious and looking for information and to get it quicker and more accurate, AI is useful for that. It does have a lot of good stuff on there and a lot of good information that's cited. And like I said, if you use it correctly, it can be a really, really great tool.
I feel like AI is going to be more helpful than actual teachers. Well, it depends because, depending on what you're talking to them about, because if you got something going on, something you got your favorite teacher, you and your favorite teacher used to talk about, then I feel like, you and your teacher got that connection that you could talk to them and they could help you with that advice. But overall in school though, it's just work. Since they know everything already, basically they're programmed to really do that, just give you answers. So
we're excited to use AI to replace the vacant spots for teachers to provide the best learning experience here at Winthrop High School. Be ready for AI to be your new teachers next year. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Ryan. AI seems to be changing things at a rapid pace.
Well, that sure is some major changes that are coming to WHS in the next couple months. Well, that's all we have for you today. And remember,
April Fools!